Hi, everyone. I am Meg from Maison Jupiter, and welcome to our newest edition of this weekly Beyond Astro forecast, where we're going to get into the astrology of the upcoming week and what is going on with the cosmos as above, so below, how we are being affected by it. So thank you so much for watching and supporting us here at Beyond Mystic and Maison Jupiter. I love you guys so much, and I'm just so grateful still to be a part of this community as a new member of this community. I'm having so much fun meeting everyone in consultation and in the chats when we do the live shows. So sending lots of love to all of you out there. I do have new astrology consultation booking dates open that I think are starting in May. So that's on the Maison Jupiter website if you're interested in getting a birth chart analysis reading or 1-year personal forecast reading. We have this special discount code for all the viewers of this show, 10% off, and the discount code is BeyondMystic. So check that out, and soon we will be opening up spots for priority astrology booking as well. So as you watch the shows every week, I'll let you guys know when we'll be sharing that. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to Beyond Mystic 3's YouTube channel. We've got so much amazing content, new content. So check it out, subscribe so you can get the notifications and keep updated every time we've got a new video or new live video. So yeah, so much cool stuff happening here on the Beyond Mystic channel. So let's get into the astrology for the week. First of all, I hope everyone had a really nice full moon in Leo, which was this past Sunday. And we're still in what I like to call the full moon portal. So the 3 days before a full moon or new moon and the 3 days after, including the day of the full moon or the new moon when we have them, we're in what I like to call a little portal phase where we're still in the energy of it. So today is Wednesday. We're now 3 days after the full moon date. So this is really the last day where we're in the energy of the full moon. We can do a full moon ritual or meditation, still work with this energy. And this full moon in Leo, I was really happy about this one, as I'm sure I've heard from a lot of you guys, you were as well. This is about having fun and our inner child and being playful, opening up to the love vibration, not taking things so seriously. So if over the weekend and the days before that, you didn't get to do anything fun, maybe today, even if it's just putting on some music and doing a little dance and letting loose, connecting to your inner child, definitely do that if you haven't yet. And that resonates with you to do. So now coming into this week specifically, this is really interesting things we've got going on this week. And I feel like I'm always saying that every week, like this is such interesting, rare astrology, but it really is. We're not in a normal time energetically whatsoever. If we kind of step into a higher perspective, that eagle perspective for a moment, it's not just the daily, current astrology transits that are going on day to day. We've also got greater astrology cycles. And I know I've talked about this a little bit in some of the other videos on Beyond Mystic and Maison Jupiter, but we're in a great age cycle where we're shifting out of the age of Aquarius. We're shifting out of the age of Pisces, coming into the age of Aquarius. And this isn't just something that happens in a day or even a couple years. This takes years and years. And we are in this process right now. So we're in this phase where February is really the last month of the energy we've been in so far in our lives. And I know I talked about this in my first Beyond Astro weekly forecast that I did in January. But I just want to reiterate it again because we're in February now, and we're now exactly 1 month away from Saturn going into Pisces. And also in March next month, Pluto going into Aquarius. This is going to be a huge energetic shift. And I know you guys are hearing us say this all the time, but it's so important to be aware of. This is really the last month of the energy of what we are used to. We've been in Pluto in Capricorn since 2008. And we've been living in the age of Pisces. We're about to be stepping into the age of Aquarius. I think that's really going to be starting when Pluto goes into Aquarius. So just wanted to reiterate for that with you guys. It's not normal astrology at all. There's a lot going on. So if there's days where we're feeling off or we're feeling tired, this is a lot of energetic upgrades we're going through. So just making time for self-care is really important during these really big change times. But for this week specifically, I think the biggest thing going on this week astrologically is that Pluto is moving into 29 degrees Capricorn. Pluto, the planet of transformation, rebirth, death, revealing secrets, the occult, the dark side of life, as I like to say, is now going into 29 degrees Capricorn, the final degree of Capricorn. And this, in my opinion, is the most intense degree when anything is at 29 degrees. So got Pluto on Saturday, I'm pretty sure, going into 29 degrees. And so from now until when Pluto enters Aquarius in March, we are going to be seeing really big endings in everything that Capricorn rules in life, which, what is that? This is our governments. This is the banking system. This is leaders and authority figures and the structures of our life. So that can be scary. That can seem really scary and freaky. But what I've personally really downloaded with this full moon in Leo that we just got is if we're really connected to our hearts, and I know none of us are perfect, but if we're living from our heart, if we're following our heart and we're conscious and we're open to being very self-aware and conscious as people, we're going to be okay. We're going to get through this time. And it's important during this time, Pluto in the last degree of Capricorn, now 29 degrees, to be observing and not absorbing what is going on. So, for example, I don't know if any of you guys saw the State of the Union last night that Joe Biden did in the US government. I believe it's like, I'm Canadian, so I don't know all the ins and outs of the American politics, but I believe it's like an annual yearly address that he does to the Senate. And I couldn't watch the whole thing. I was just skimming through it. And I was sitting in that space of observing, not absorbing, because a lot of these people are just lying about everything. And that's part of what this Pluto in Capricorn is revealing, that a lot of this system in politics and governments doesn't serve us. And these are not people that really have the highest good of all. And we're also seeing with Pluto, ever since it's really been in the last degrees of Capricorn, the past 2 years in particular, so much revealing going on in terms of governments and politics and the structures of life. So that is going to continue over the course of this whole next year, going into 2024, because even though Pluto goes into Aquarius in March, Pluto is going to retrograde back in Capricorn for the last time from June until January. So for the whole course of this year, this is great revealing. If I had to give a keyword for 2023, one of them would definitely be revealing, or great revealing time. So we got Pluto going into that last degree this week. It's going to feel intense. It's going to feel a little bit, I think, shaky from now until March, but we don't have to be absorbing it. We can be observing it. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you feel about that. If you already knew about that Pluto going in the last degrees of Capricorns, if you're feeling a shift this week, because I think we really will with that. And there's an interesting aspect that Pluto is making this week, which is that he is conjuncting Mercury exactly on February 10th. And a conjunction in astrology is an astrological aspect where two heavenly bodies or two planets, sometimes asteroids, are in the exact same place in the sky from our Earth's perspective. So it's kind of a little bit of what we call a neutral aspect. It can be really positive or it can be challenging. And with this Mercury conjunct Pluto in the last degrees now, I'm going to say it again. This is revealing and cleansing that we are going through. And I'm just feeling so strongly to say again, let's focus on observing what's going on and not absorbing. There is so much being cleansed and purged collectively and for all of us personally as well. So, Mercury is the planet of information. That's why I'm saying, even more things, information being revealed about the systems of the world in Capricorn, that sign. And Mercury is also not just information, it's our minds, our mental realm, communication. So for us on the personal level, we can really be feeling like noticing mentally certain patterns or beliefs we have coming up. And we don't want to be hard on ourselves if we notice certain things that we're holding that maybe don't serve us anymore for our highest good. We just want to be aware of them. And we can use this energy of Pluto in the last degree to release and create new patterns, new beliefs. I do think that this conjunction of Mercury and Pluto together is really good for deep conversations as well. Some deep chats, Mercury being the planet of communication and Pluto being the planet of intensity and realness and what is true and authentic. So I personally did that this week with someone very close to me. I was just having dinner with someone who has some different beliefs than me in terms of what's going on with the world. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, the past couple years, being someone that has not agreed with what's been going on in the mainstream, I've kind of like shut the door in a way with people of talking about things really deeply. Not because I'm scared or I don't want to go there, but I just feel like, it doesn't get heard. People have to be ready to hear certain things and truths. But when I was sitting with this person close to me the other day, I just had this intuitive feeling like, open the door, talk to them about ways that, they can maybe cleanse. I was talking to them about the, the injections and how there's a cleansing protocol for that. And this person was actually really, really open to that. So I was surprised. And seeing this Mercury conjunct Pluto aspect, I'm feeling guided to say to everyone, might be a good time to have some of those deep conversations. Try to open the door with some family members or friends, only if you feel to. I'm not saying that you guys have to, only if you feel to, because we're in this time where our world is changing. The structures are changing so intensely, and there's a lot of people out there that are going to want support from those of us who are truthers, or conscious of what's going on. So I think that Mercury conjunct Pluto would be really good for some deep talks. And we've also got, Saturn. It's not just Pluto in the last degree of Capricorn. And Pluto is one of the malefic planets. We've also got Saturn entering 27 degrees Aquarius this week, which is not 29 degrees where Pluto is, but 27 degrees is one of the last degrees. And we've now got Saturn and Pluto together in some of the last astrological degrees, which I feel can feel a little bit tense because we know a change is about to happen. We know this huge energetic shift is about to be coming in March, but we don't know exactly what that is or exactly how that's going to feel. We've never felt this kind of energy before, as I said, with it being, I think, the start of really the age of Aquarius. So with Saturn in the last degrees as well, what I've kind of been channeling with this is it's like a reality check. Saturn is the planet of the structures of our world, responsibility, reality, practicality. So him being in the last degrees of Aquarius is almost the completion, the end of the beginning of Saturn in Aquarius, which was when Saturn went into Aquarius 2 to 3 years ago. It was the beginning of the whole situation of the past few years, which I don't think I can say the word on YouTube, but you guys know what I mean. That week when the WHO announced something and then the whole world changed. That was like as soon as Saturn went into Aquarius. So we're at the end of this cycle now of this Saturn in Aquarius, where to me it feels like a reality check and kind of like the realization of, okay, this world is not going back to normal. And I think whether you're a truther or spiritual, even people who aren't into those things, a lot of them are starting to realize that. So that's why I'm saying, if you guys feel to, maybe try opening the door with our loved ones that have different beliefs than us, and try having some of those deep talks, being there for them as support. What Spirit's wanting me to say right now is we don't need to be talking to people like, this is what's right and you're wrong. It's more of a supportive thing. You know, do you want to hear me talk about this? Because I love you and I want to be there for you. And if they close the door and they don't want to talk about it, then okay, at least you tried. And if there's curiosity there, then maybe continue the conversation. I don't know. That's kind of how I've been operating with loved ones that are a little bit different in their beliefs. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below, if any of you guys have been feeling that lately as well. So we've also got this week. Oh, I do want to mention that Janine has a new offering available. This new Tarot Level 3. Janine is just the best, one of the best with tarot, as you guys know. So definitely check this new course out, Tarot Level 3, and it includes live practice with Janine as well. And we've got a discount promo code for it, which is Tarot3. You can get 10% off. And yeah, I believe that's until March 16th, 2023. So definitely check that out, you guys. If you're into tarot, she's got amazing tarot courses for sure. So the last thing that I want to bring up astrologically for this week is something that you're going to hear a lot of astrologers and people talking about in the spiritual community, which is that on Valentine's Day, but particularly the exact day is February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day, but it will be in effect on Valentine's Day, Venus in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Pisces. And Neptune is one of the planetary rulers of Pisces. So Neptune loves to be in Pisces. He is at his power in Pisces. And Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is what we call exalted in Pisces. So Venus is the ruler of Taurus and Libra in astrology, but her third favorite sign to be in is Pisces, because Pisces is very dreamy and magical. And who doesn't love a magical, dreamy romance, you know, or magical energy? So this Venus conjunct Neptune in Pisces this week on Valentine's Day and February 15th is a really magical energy for us to be tuning into love and self-love. And I also feel like manifestation. This is a super magical aspect. And I feel like every time around this year when we've got Venus in Pisces and when the sun comes into Pisces too, which we'll be having in the upcoming weeks, that's the sign that rules magic. That's the sign that rules the spiritual realm. So this is great for meditation, for maybe creating a vision board, doing some sort of magical practice, for tuning into what our dreams are and visualizing them to create them. So yeah, this is a really nice, magical, lighter energy. It's nice that we have this with the Pluto in the 29 degrees Capricorn, because that might make us feel more inclined to do something creative or spiritually to deal with the intensity of Pluto in the last degree of Capricorn. So definitely do some self-love, you guys, or some sort of magical practice around Valentine's Day. Even if you don't have a romantic partner, do something for yourself. You know, fall in love with yourself. Do some self-care, self-love, maybe buy yourself flowers. I know there's that Miley Cyrus song right now called Flowers that just popped into my mind. Like, buy yourself flowers, you know? So when we do things like that, we attract magic and we attract love. when we treat ourselves how we want to be treated in relationship. So, okay, guys, that's pretty much all my main points I wanted to bring up for this Beyond Astro weekly forecast. I do want to just say again, I've got that 10% off discount code for my astrology consultations. The discount code is BeyondMystic. And I'm having so much fun doing the consultations with all you guys in this community. I love you all so much. You all rock and are awesome. And I'm excited to meet more of you and work with more of you. We've also got this evening a new episode of Beyond the News, and that's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with, I believe, Janine and Julie. I'm pretty sure Julie told me yesterday she's going to be filling in for JC for that episode. So check out Beyond the News tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. And remember, guys, once again, to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic YouTube channel. Again, we have so many amazing things coming up, so much great content. And we love you guys being a part of this community with us. Like and share and subscribe. It really helps us out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sending so much love, so much cosmic love your way, and I wish you all a very magical week. See you next Wednesday. Mwah. Bye.